This random wall stands in my way to get to the Warriors Guild. I need 58 thieving to climb it. This is chunkman. A chunkman, but with my own twist. Pretty straightforward. I have free access to the Grand Exchange. However, to complete a task, it must be done outside of the Grand Exchange. Where will this adventure lead? Well, only one way to find out. Starting off this video with a nice 70 fletching. I was level 67, so I decided to just round it off to 70. I'm gonna be honest, when I started this account, I did not foresee myself getting 70 fletching, but here we are. Main reason I've been doing it is it's just such good money. Got me up to 350k. That should be good enough for now. Obviously, if I do need more, we can always go back. But now I can do yew longbows. Hopefully that's more profit than maple, I'm not 100% sure. However, before we dive into anything too crazy, we got some chunks that we can pick. So I already know the plan. We're gonna make our way over to the Warriors Guild. Again, have to do a very unorthodox path. Gotta go through the wilderness yet again. So first we'll go with chunk 31. I don't think there's any tasks in 31. No current chunk tasks. And then from there we pick 32. So obtain a black robe. So gotta kill dark wizards. Just need to be here for a little bit until I get a black robe. Okay, easy enough. One kill in. I think that's all I needed, honestly. So yep, that was all that I needed. So we'll go ahead and check that off. I tried to see if I could go around like this, but it's not possible. For some reason, you actually can't walk on this portion here, even though there's like a 2-tile space. It makes you go around that way, so I would have to unlock chunk 33 to get through. Okay, so I think I've figured out my easiest path. I don't think the thieving grind is avoidable. So first I'm gonna unlock chunk 33 right here. Got none. So next we'll go 26. So start Rag and Bone Man. Start the Rag and Bone Man 1. There we go. So there's that task completed. So now I have to go down through the dig site to be able to get access to this gate here so that I can go up this way, because you can't use this little gate right here unless you have the kudos for it, I think. So next we unlock chunk 31. So nothing. We unlock chunk 33, which is a 1 crafting requirement. Now I have to kill imps again for clay. 1 in 64 drop. Got my clay. Also got a jug of water, so we'll go ahead and use that there. So make the soft clay. And then we gotta head back to the dig site to turn it into a unfired pot. Use this random potter's wheel in the dig site for some reason. Make a unfired pot. And that will be this chunk completed. All right, mark off the unfired pot. So now we go to chunk 33, calculate tasks. Got brew a jug of wine, obtain a red cape. This game makes no sense. Why is there randomly 1 goblin right here? If this goblin wasn't here, I wouldn't have to do this grind for these grapes. Yes, there we go. Okay, got it. And there's 50 strength. Got an entire strength level so far on these goblins. Well, got another set of grapes before getting the red cape. I guess that's kind of a good thing, because I know you can mess up the wine. Guess it's good to have a backup just in case. Yes, finally, there it is. 190 kills. Finally got it. Alright, time to go get 35 cooking and make this wine. And there's 35 cooking. Time to hopefully not mess up this jug of wine. Fill this jug up with water and use the grapes on there. Oh no, jug of bad wine. All right, second time's a charm, come on. Yes, did it. Okay, that's wonderful. Okay, I'm glad I did have to stay there for a little bit longer, enough to get that second grape. All right, so go ahead and mark these 2 off. Brew a jug of wine and obtain a red cape. So I guess we go 32 next. So we'll complete all those, and then I gotta unlock a chunk that has men in it so I can start training thieving. So go ahead and turn on the quest helper for a Soul's Bane. The way I'm going to do quests, I'm not going to require myself to collect all the items. I'm just going to be able to do them, buy the stuff from the Grand Exchange to complete quests. I bought a dig site teleport for 17k. Probably shouldn't have done that, but I really just didn't want to do that long run again with all this stuff in my inventory. I will say I always do enjoy this part of this quest because you hit crazy high numbers even though I'm only 60 combat. Like I just hit a 42 off rip, 27. It's so satisfying to hit those crazy high numbers. Alright, now I gotta fight the entire band of Fallout Boy. For some reason I remember this boss fight actually being kinda tough, and I don't remember what to pray against it. I'm hoping I can just protect from melee and that gets the job done. Okay, that was way easier than I remember. I guess probably the last time I did it, I didn't have protect from melee would be my guess. And the first official quest on the account completed. Okay, here's your stupid cup of tea. Alright, there we go. I think that's all I had to do. So that will be chunk completed. Done, done, Soulsbane done. So I think next we do chunk 32. I think that has a man in it, which will get us the ability to start training thieving. So calculate tasks. Got pickpocket a guard. Yep, so that's the one. Obtain leather boots, leather gloves, so a bunch of easy stuff. I didn't even realize there's a master farmer in here. So master farmers give some of the best thieving XP. That's gonna make my life so much easier having that guy there. So gotta get to 38, and then we'll be good from there. That's beautiful. There we go, 5 thieving, so now I can go thieve from the tea stall. I gotta do this part of Shield of Arav. Another task is to obtain bronze bolts, which apparently these men drop. Yep, so there's that. That was easy enough. It's like a 1 in 6 drop, I think. I need to figure out how to get a phoenix crossbow as well. I feel like it's upstairs in one of these buildings, so how do I get up there? Okay, yeah, I don't think I can do this because both next steps of Shield of Arav require me to either go in Varrock Square or this area over here, which both are outside of my chunk, so I don't actually think I can do that. I think if I go through the whole hassle of getting another player to help me, I might be able to, but I'm not going to do all that to get an item I'm not even going to use. So now I need leather gloves and leather boots. I got to figure out where those are. Okay, so I found them, and they're in the same spot as the Phoenix crossbows, so can't access those either. So all I've got left is do the step 1 of the dig site, talk to an examiner, and then Varrock Easy Diary, thieve from the tea stall. So, alright, so it says I just have to do step 1, so I'm assuming all I do is just talk to this lady, and we should be done. So start the dig site quest. That should be the easy task completed. So now we just do this for training. So I had someone in my comments mention that there's a slot where you can make like your own rules, I guess, or you can edit rules per se. There's a couple in here that I actually like and I want to add. I was clicking through here and I see show quest tasks, but it says show quest tasks when only the whole quest is completable. That one I'm going to put on because it makes a lot of sense. Those little sections and little portions are kind of pointless when you can't complete the whole quest itself. And then I went down to item sources and I had my kind of arbitrary rule of 1 in 1,000. So I added that one in. So now that it's actually an official rule, there's 38 thieving, which means I can now pickpocket from master farmers. That should increase the XP rates by quite a bit. Was getting about 11k an hour with the tea stalls. All right, time to check this canoe station and see if it can actually take me down there. Hopefully it's not outside of my chunk where I spawn in at. There's no way. I really dislike this game sometimes. How does that make any sense? The canoe station is right here and it spawns. That makes no sense. Alright, well, guess we do have to go the long way after all, but since I'm already here, I'm just going to go over there from now on. Obviously got to travel the long way. But here we are at the Master Farmer. Got one of my dodgy necklaces on. Curious to see the XP rates, as I said. Hopefully significantly better than 11k an hour, I'm sure it will be. Showing about 20k XP an hour, which is double the tea stalls. My biggest issue is definitely going to be banking to replenish my food. There we go, there's 40 thieving, so now I can thieve guards, which means we will be able to complete this task. There we go, pickpocket a guard. And back on the chunk picker, pickpocket a guard completed, which means we can now unlock a new chunk. We're going to pull what we in the industry like to call a pro gamer move and unlock chunk 32. If I calculate the tasks, no new tasks. So now I can travel down here with the Waka canoe, which is going to make life just so much easier. I can't actually access any of these chunks down here, Drainer Manor, Drainer Village, because I have to be able to cross the river, which I need 31 agility for, I believe. And we're going to go all the way back up here and do chunk 33. Which gives us the 58 thieving task. Hopefully it shouldn't be too bad now with master farmers and now that I can travel down here to replenish my food. And now we watch the pro gamer move in action. And boom, Now we spawn in a chunk that we have. Decided to make a quick trip over here to see what it was that I actually needed to do, and it looks like this here. Looks like you need a thieving level of 58 to climb over this wall without being seen. And there we go, 58 thieving, finally achieved. I think there's a good chance that I have permanent carpal tunnel in my finger. These snapgrass seeds were really the only thing of value that I was getting. Managed to nearly get 150k from just those. I wasn't expecting to make any profit at all. But now we head down over to the Goblin Village to complete our final task. And now for the moment we spent all that time thieving for, to climb over this wall. But now the chunk is done. 58 thieving, climb the crumbling wall, completed. So I just completed that task and I realized that I made a very grave mistake. This is one of those times where, in hindsight, wouldn't have picked the chunk because it was a free chunk at the time. But in this particular chunk right here, there is adamant ore, which is going to require me to get 70 mining. Any of these free chunks that I picked at the beginning that caused me to do a crazy grind when I could have went a different path, I'm going to re-evaluate my chunks because doing a 70 mining grind for a free chunk is kind of ridiculous. In hindsight, I think the biggest mistake I made is here for chunk 19 in the bandit camp. I did not realize that the drop rate of a rune scimitar was like 1 in 20. Thinking back, I should have just went this way. I should have went 19 and then 22 up to the chaos altar. So I think that's what I'm going to do here. Mistakes like this are going to happen, especially with all these wilderness chunks. There's just so much random crap in the wilderness. So here we're going to relock 36 and then unlock the bandit camp, calculate tasks, and now no more 70 mining grind. I can handle 20 mining. Hindsight's 2020, I guess. Got a couple tasks to do in the bandit camp, so we'll go tackle those real quick. So here we are at the bandit camp. Should be able to just safe spot them across the lava. Maybe should have gone for firebolt, but we'll see how this fares for now. If we got to switch, we'll switch. So I'm kind of surprised. These things actually have pretty decent drops. They drop rune full helms and rune med helms pretty frequently. I've gotten 3 of each already. Still no rune scimitar. And there we go. Sometimes you just gotta complain about it and you'll get it. Literally the next kill after that last clip. So now that task is completed. So now I just need to buy a couple things from inside the bandit camp. I believe this guy here has all the stuff for a plain pizza, which is the first thing I need to get. Alright, so I need this tomato, need this cheese, and then I need this pizza base. And then I guess we cook it here, and I burnt it. And attempt number 2, there we go, got it. Plain pizza. So there's that done, and then I need to buy a cape from this guy over here. I don't think it matters which one. The problem is all these bandits over here is gonna make this maybe a little difficult. Oh, perfect. Trapped them all around there. Hurry up, hurry up. Which one do I want? Yellow, we'll go yellow. Alright, so there is that completed now. Marked off the rune scimitar, but there's the plain pizza, and I think it was 12 for the cape. Yep, so 12 for the cape. So time to work on my crafting. Gotta get to level 13, doing the only thing that I remember what to do at low levels, which is making leather stuff. Took a little over 100 leather, but there is 13 crafting. Can now cut the jades. So now we move on to mining. Need to mine these tin rocks to 15. Mine these iron ores, which is a task, and then mine the silver ore, which is also a task. There's 15 mining, so now I can go mine iron ore. So apparently I have to mine it over here. Let's go do that real quick. Alright, tried it again. There we go, there's the right one. Alright, so now we just gotta get to 20, and then we go back over there, because I don't think there's any silver ore here. This all looks like 10. Boom, 20 mining. Back to the other mining location to mine a silver ore. There we go, silver ore mined. So all that we have left is to pan for a jade and cut it, and then that chunk will be done. There we go, got the jade, got the special cup too, which I think is part of the dig site quest. I don't necessarily need it right now, so we'll just destroy it, cut the jade, and of course, rushed it. I forgot you can do that with those. Alright, got a ton of opals and finally got another jade. Let's see. Yes, we did it. Alright, cut a jade, mine silver ore, and then mine iron and southeast Varrock mine. So now we go, I think 21, which I don't believe has any tasks. Wonderful. So now all of our chunks are connected. Alright, got my tin and my copper ore. Just gotta head to the Grand Exchange to superheat it real quick. Luckily, I already had a nature rune in my bank from Moss Giants, I believe. Superheat that for a bronze bar, and then we'll head over to Dorix to complete that quest. We speed run the quest, and quest completed. New world record. 22 mining, and then he should let us use the anvil to make the dagger. So we mark off the bronze dagger, mark off Dorix quest, and now we unlock, finally, chunk 35, which gets us into Taverley. Calculate the tasks now. Don't think I should actually have access to 38 now that I think about it. I mean, I have access to this little area here, but I'm just going to relock it just in case it screwed anything up. And so now we can finally step into Taverley. And now for one of the more exciting things I've done on this account so far. That's the first step officially into Members Worlds. Brought all my runes with me so that I can go to Blue Dragons. Probably should have brought some food because I gotta traverse the entire dungeon, but let's just send it and hope we don't die. Alright, so now I gotta remember how to get this key. I'm pretty positive you just kill this jailer and he drops the key to give to this guy. But I also realized I'm an idiot and brought a Staff of Air instead of my Fire Staff. Okay, cool, I do remember. There's the jail key. And then I think we use the key on this to open this door and then talk to this guy and he gives us the, I think it's Muddy key, Dusty key? There it is. Okay, Dusty key. Cool. So got the Dusty key. Now I have to rebank to grab my Fire Staff. Alright, here is one of my tasks to get this short bow. So got that. Now I gotta kill some of these druids. I need a druid rope top and bottom. Alright, there's the rope top. And next kill right after, there's the druid robe's bottom. The only other task I have besides the steel plate legs from the blue dragons is iron arrows, which I'm pretty sure I've already gotten. According to the chunk picker, Moss Giants and Hill Giants drop them. Pretty positive I've gotten them, but I checked in my bank and I didn't see any, so I probably just didn't pick any up. So I'm gonna kill these level 22 skeletons. Decided to move to Hill Giants to try to get this iron arrow drop. The chunk picker said 1 in 32 on skeletons, but I killed 50 and didn't get the drop. It says Hill Giants is 1 in 22, so higher drop chance, and I had to go this way anyway, so might as well. And turns out that was the right move, because 2 kills in, there it is. Brought 5,000 casts of Fire Strike, so hopefully that's enough. And if I remember correctly, should be able to just safe spot them here. That could have been bad. I know this spot is one of the most common hardcore Iron Man killers, so let's hope that's not me, even though I'm not a hardcore Iron Man. Well, okay then, I thought I'd be here way longer than that, but 1 kill in, there's the steel plate legs. So that'll be chunk completed. So now we unlock chunk 38. Calculate tasks. Complete the witch's house. Over the course of my RuneScape career, I've probably made at least 50 different accounts, and I would say nearly all 50 of those have done this quest. And I believe this is the first time I've ever done this quest with melee instead of safe spot maging the final bosses. Alright, I'm gonna make sure I take this nice and slow. Pretty much every time I do this quest, I get caught by the witch at least once, so I want to make sure I don't do that. There we go. Quest and chunk completed. Also got a hit points level 53. So complete witch's house, done. Now we unlock birth rope. So I gotta get 43 crafting, which isn't bad. Mithril warhammer from the guards. Receive a slayer assignment and buy a bunch of slayer crap from Turiel. The good news is now we have a bank in the Rogue's Den, and then we can also teleport up here with a games necklace. So I think to get a diamond, I have to crack these wall safes. Luckily, I'm 58 thieving, and they require 50, so that shouldn't be too terrible. Wiki says a 1 in 128 drop chance, and apparently, according to the wiki, this is a 90k XP per hour thieving method. Did not know that. There we go, got the diamond. Not sure how many wall safes I did, but I definitely got it under the drop rate. Gonna knock out all this Slayer stuff real quick. First is going to be getting a Slayer assignment, which I'd say there's probably a pretty good chance that I can't do it. Yeah, bats. I don't know. I think there's a chance there's somewhere with bats, but don't need to worry about that now. And I need to buy insulated boots, Slayer gloves, Witchwood icon, and a mirror shield. Don't have to wear them, just have to buy them. So there's all the Turiel stuff and Slayer stuff. And then just need to get 43 crafting and Myth Warhammer, which will be dropped from guards. And I learned a really interesting fact while I was trying to find some low-level money makers. Apparently these soldiers, these level 48 soldiers, can make up to 500k an hour. For some reason, apparently black darts are like 2k a piece, and I have no idea why. And these guys seem to drop them very frequently, up to the point where you can make 500k an hour, which is pretty insane. And there's the Myth Warhammer. Build that real quick, and there's that task. There's 20 crafting, so I can now do sapphires, which opens up the fast crafting XP. The wiki says it's only 106 sapphires until I get to emeralds, and then I'll probably just do emeralds up to 43. Only problem is I only have 45k, so might need to sell some stuff. 27 crafting, now we can move on to emeralds. There's 43 crafting, so now I can cut this diamond real quick. Boom. Cut a diamond. Chunk completed. So now we finally unlock the beautiful Warriors Guild. And so the entire reason for doing this, the Dragon Defender. Gotta get 45 cooking also, but that'll be easy. Everything else is dropped from Cyclopses. So basically we'll get all that on the way to the Dragon Defender. And here we are, but unfortunately I do need a combined 130 in attack and strength to get there, which means we got to do some training, and that means we are going to head back to Skurius and basically train all the way up to 65 attack, 65 strength, train some defense on the Cyclopses, but we got to get to 60 as well. But on that note, since we finally unlocked the Warriors Guild, I'm going to call it an episode there. In the next one, obviously we will get the Dragon Defender and make the account so much better. But as always, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did and you want to see future videos, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, do all that fun stuff. Appreciate it. See you in the next one.